what's called Tishrei. Oh, okay. Well, Yishai, Shalom Aleichem. David Ben Yishai. Okay, we're at what's called Tishrei now. His in the Psicha, he's just warming us up to the purpose of the Psicha. So, because the tremendous evils that are encompassed in this Mida Muguna. So the Torah wrote an explicit love. A lot of midos, there's no love, but here the Torah wrote an explicit love. As we'll explain later. This is not similar to these other destructive and bad midos like kas and achzorius, cruelty, leitzonus. Even though they too destruct the nefesh, the spirit of a person, of an adam. The Torah does hint to them in many places as Chazal revealed to us. Im calls there still ein alim lav beferish minyan taryag. There isn't an explicit lav that's counted into taryag, which emphasizes that loiserach rachel is in its own category. There's another reason. Why the Torah specifically warned us and asks us about this love. He says, because when we examine this love of Lashon Hara Nimtzash Kamatin Koilin Kol HaLavin Be'esim Shimot Menel Chaver. He says we'll find that it encompasses just about all of the Los essays and essays of Ben Adam L'Chaveret, V'Havrim Ben Adam L'Mokum, and many also mitzvahs averis of Ben Adam L'Mokum. Kashenavar Im Yirtz Hashem, as we will explain. The Kach. So therefore, since this is like such a all-encompassing love, and it's here Torah is under favors. Therefore, the Torah explicitly was matir. So we shouldn't be entrapped in this trap, this bad trap. I will Be'ezus Hashem explain this. And by doing that, we will have a benefit to many other halachas, and also perhaps by understanding what this encompasses, what's included in the level of Rechilus and Lashon Hara. Maybe by that, give a Yetzer. The Yetzer will be knocked off when the person sees what's this Avera. That he does by his speech. Okay, and this is I start with the help of Baruch who grants wisdom. So first you have to know the klolim of Lashon Hara Chilus, and in parentheses, Lashon Hara Aina Masaper B'Ginus Chavera. Lashon Hara is one who speaks degrading, bad about another person. Or Chilus, Aina Shemasaper Echam Lash Chavera Dibra Olav Ra or Yosoli Ra. It's a more specialized type of thing where you tell an individual what another person did or said bad about him. Also, I feel Dvarim. It's the first thing. So there's a few rules we got to know. First, you have to know, even if it's true, right? Everyone says, but Rebbe, it's true. Yeah, but that doesn't help because Lashon Hara is, even if it's true. Come on, as we'll explain when we learn the halach. Everybody agrees. He says later on, if it's not true, it's Moitzi Shemra. It's not Lashon Hara. Lashon Hara is true. Number two, the Enchilik and Mesaper and Kabbalah. There's no difference. Oh, I skipped the line. Gam the Isur Lashon Hara Chilus Bein B'Fanav Bein Shloi B'Fanav. The Isur applies whether the individual you're speaking about is there or is not there. Gam Den Chiluk Bein Misapel and Makabel. There's no difference between the one who says the Lashon Hara and the one who listens. They both transgress. As we will explain in the Sefer of Chafetz Chaim. Makabel Mikri, what does Makabel mean? When we say that you are Makabel Lashon Hara, what does that mean? Mikri b'mashamamin believoi, it's what you believe in your heart. You accept it as truth and you believe it. Even if you didn't in any way assist the person, encourage the person in the story, add things to the story, the fact that you heard it and you accepted it as truth is called you a makabel lashon hara. You're called Nois Hashem Hashav Oiva Idezal Alav, and you transgress the lav of the Leisiso Shem Hashav, which is the Isa being Makabel Lashon Hara and Rekidus. Kol Echad Meila Kol Yesh Shoroshim Vanofim. Each one of these rules have Shoroshim and Anofim, things that branch off. Kasher B'Shar Chelkei HaTorah, as it is true. All halachas Hashem Yisakenu Leido Isam Aburyam. May Hashem merit us that we should be able to know them clearly. For that, you should know the Mashineft of the Iver Bain Belavin, Bain Ba'esen, Bain Ba'agima Arun, Shinift of Nevarla Kamon, says this that we're going to write, that when you speak Lashon Rechilas, you're over on a whole slew of Lavin and essays, and you're included in 3 Arurin that we're going to write soon. The Eishalov, Kavanasen, Bain Lashon Hara, Bain Rechilas. Our intention is whether you're saying Lashon Hara, whether you're saying Rechilas, Bain Al Sheker, Bain Al Emes, whether it's true, whether it's not true, and that's what we're going to write in all the places in the Ber Mayim Chaim, which we most I will not be learning. We refer to it, but that's more of his sources and stuff. Vidalid, we use the expression Vidalid Achonim Harishaim, the first 4 types, which means Bein Lashon Hara, Bein Rechilas, Bein Sheker, Bein Emes. Levadim Nevar Behed, unless we explicitly say Deloy Koi, that it doesn't refer Rak Alechem Ne'elu, just to one of them. So this is now all that's left is Levar B'chol Echem Na'alav Ne'esin, to explain in all the Lavin and Esin that he's going to list off in Koi B'fanav. Does it apply specifically in front of the person, or Shaloi B'fanav, or applies when he's not there, or Al Masaper? Is it applied to the one who's saying it, or Al Makabel, the one who accepts it? The Lavin Essen that include all. I'll write it in short by writing Kol HaChesed Fanim. You'll have the first 4, and now you have another 4, Fanav, the Lord Fanav, Al Masaper, and Al Makabel. Kavanasen B'Lashon Hara Chilus U'B'Fanav Shloi B'Fanav Bein Al Masaper, Bein Al Makaber, Bein Al Emes, Bein Al Sheker. Remember these things. I'm not going to repeat it often in this psicha. This is first we'll start with the lavin sha'oiver, that a person transgresses and then we'll list off a bunch of mitzvahs say that you transgress, and then a few aruin. There's 3 aruin that apply chas v'shalom to someone who speaks lashon rechilas shemakabel atzma yedei boy kam yisurim gedolim shenesav yedei zeh, and other very big yisurim that are caused by this avera. B'chalik tzapsich azul shnayim, I'm going to break it into 2. Hapnim, again, the text itself, the halacha itself, yikor b'shem Mekor HaChaim, that's the top of the sefer. Ubeir soviv lo b'shem Ber Mayim Chaim, the bottom Ber Mayim Chaim v'tam l'shem Se'elu. The reason for these names, Kasafti B'Aktama, he already wrote in the Aktama when he discussed the Sefer Chafetz Chaim. Uver Mayim Chaim Yivra Oizo Oifen Nemer Kolav Oyosei V'Oideis HaLochs Acheres Zeh Eched Be'ez Hachonin Das. Okay, so now we're ready tomorrow, Be'ez Hashem, to actually start the Lavin. Let's go to the Shmiras haLashon in the back, and we have Tes Tishrei, right? That was what we're doing now, Tess?
Yes.
Yeah. Shamati, b'shem goyin echad. He said, it's a famous mashal he gives in the name of Goyin Echad. I once heard that he means himself, but I don't know if it's true. Okay, Shashol Adam, I say someone asked this Goyin. Him like even Bereva Tefillah. It's an important thing to know, anyways. That's how much my essay, and as often happens to some of us, somewhere in the middle of Shemon Esrei, if we're lucky. If we're not so lucky, it's already the end of Shemon Esrei. We realize that we didn't really have too much kavanah. So it's a perfect situation, set up for years. What can I say to myself to at least finish the davening with kavanah? And how can I encourage myself? And he responded, Moshel let me give you a moshel, the Tinoy Kazachas. A young girl, she was standing in the market. She had a big basket of vegetables to sell. And a man came, started grabbing from the basket. She was flustered. She didn't know what to do. A wise person standing at a distance said, Amala, what are you standing in action? What are you waiting for? Until he grabs everything. He's grabbing. You also grab some for yourself. Don't let him take everything. Don't just stand there, in shock. Whatever you manage to grab to yourself, at least you'll have that. Says that going down can't mamash binyan atfila. The same thing is true when it comes to davening. And yetzim is kabal adam. Yitzhar overcomes us. Umapel of atzlus umachshov zoris, and he puts us into a situation of atzlus, I guess, laziness and thoughts that don't apply to the tefillah. To the extent that we haven't had kavanah for many of the brachas of the tefillah. The answer is okay, but don't just say, so I blew it, and let the Yitzhar get the rest of the tefillah. Grab the rest of the brachas. Strengthen yourself in the rest of the brachas. Says the Chafetz Chaim. Same thing is true when we're speaking here about haLashon Hara. And it's if the Yitzhar, you lost today, he beat you. You spoke dvarim asurim. Don't give up. Tomorrow, strengthen yourself to fight the battle. And even if haLashon Yitzhar conquers you again, wins again, keep on strengthening yourself and battling. And Hashem will come to your help. You'll also win. You also get a few apples, a few cucumbers. Because someone who wants to do the right thing, they assist him to be. So to sum up, his whole life, a person should be battling between him and the Yitzhar. And that's what a person, the Gemara means in brachas that we quoted earlier. Means that you got to fight a battle. And that's what Shlomo Melech said in Kehelis, if the ruler, if he overcomes you, don't give up your place. Oh. Okay. Mitzvah Hashem will continue tomorrow.